Alright, let's talk about some if in Excel. Some if have to do with making a summation when a particular criterion is met, or when you meet up a particular criterion. Like for example, I have a data here. This can also be applied in different uses, not just only when you're making summation, but legit just like a quick practical example of how you can use some if. Let's say you see here that I have here I have month, and then item, and then the amount I spent per month. So let me assume that this is what I want to check. And if I want to check how much do I spend on food, so I have to check for food here, check for food here, add for food here, and add for food here. And I say, okay, which month do I spend that? Let's say January. If I say how much do I spend entire January, and you can see that we have repetition of January here. So some if can actually help us get that done. So in that case, I just try to color this so that I can just use it to explain it. So now, if I want to know how much do I spend on food, instead of me going here to count for food, okay, and then go here to count for, okay, let's say another shoe, but it's another shoe. So see now this is so many of them. So I can decide to use some if. In order for you to use the sum if, so let me use here as the place I'm going to use for the total. So I'm just going to say here equals, and I go ahead and use sum if, which is, you can see here. The first thing you need to do is, if you say sum if, you select the range you want to work on. So this is the range I want to work on here. This is what I want to calculate, and then you make comma, and then you tell this is where you want to type to know what you get. So you click on this. So I'm going to use B20. I'm going to say comma, and I'm going also to sum them here up to here. So this is the range I want to sum. So I'll close up with the bracket and I'll press enter. So what it means is that if I want to find what do we have as related to shoe, I just need to type shoe, and then with that I can get the summation of all the shoes. So from here you can see that this is 299. Let's go to food. We have food 1, we have another food here 2, and we have another food 3, about 4 of them. So all I just need to do is to type food here, and I should be able to get the summation of all the food we have here. So if you take here, click on this cell, hold control, click on this cell, hold control again, look for another food, click on it, go hold control and look for another food, look on it. So you see now that we have the total of, if you look at here, you see we have the total of 2 1 2 3 1, so which is the same thing we have here. So you see this, by typing food here, you'll be able to get, if I type health for example, then I should be able to get the health here. So but if I type something that is not here, like I type kin, you see now it becomes 0 because that did not meet up with the criterion. So this is a way I can get that done. Also, if I also want to get this done as well, I can also do the same thing. Like if you see here, you see now that I can say, if I want to know how much I spent in January, I just need to use the same kind of procedure which I use. So what you need to do, you can also make the same kind of calculation to get the same thing done. Let me make for this here by one side. So I'm going to say equals to sum if, then I'm going to select what I want to meet. So this is what I need to put up, and then what location do I need to type? I need this location. This is the criterion that I want it to meet. What range I need to put another comma, and so I need it to be in this range here. So if I do that, close up with the bracket and press enter. So if I type January, if I want to know how much I want to spend in January, so I can say January here, and I press enter, and that gives me the total amount I spent in January. And if I go to April and type here, and that's so here you can see now I did not type April here. So there is an issue with what I type, and that's why you're having the 0. So let's go to March. Then you can see now that I have March here. So going up, matching water. Let's go to June, and then I can also type June here, and I press enter, and you can see that in June, where is June, we have only clothes here at the same time. So if I go here and type clothes, so you can see this is for clothes, and this is, so this is a way you can use sum if when you want to make criteria summation. So it has to meet up with the criterion, and that should be able to be. So for you to get that on like we did here, let me click on this for cloth, or let me click on this so that you see now that I use sum if you use this, and then the cell you want to type it. So you can also use a drop down where it will pick all the drop down here, and if you select cloth, that automatically comes here for you. But the good thing is that even if you go ahead and say food and you type the food in capital letter, it doesn't matter. Once it meets up with what you put here, Excel automatically, you see them as unique, and it goes get it done for you. You see here I have May. Even if I put in a small letter, let me show you here. Let me type May in capital letter and then press enter. That's going to give you the May. So this is a way you can use SUMIF in Excel perfectly. Yeah.